Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And for those who are new here, I am Psychic Bella Love, and you can always book your own personal private reading on my website, psychicbellalove.com. And for the month of April, you can use code EASTER, all in caps, at checkout to get an extra $15 off any appointment, excluding new client specials and emergency skip the line appointments. And we do have video readings now available on the site. So make sure you go to psychicbellalove.com to check that out. And usually I am all booked up for the month by the middle of the month. So the sooner you get in, the sooner you can speak with me. So we're going to take a look at Fenty and LVMH because I read a blind on Crazy Days and Nights that was saying basically that LVMH was sort of sabotaging and bullying other celebrity brands so that Fenty could basically reign supreme. So I wanted to take a look at that and see if that is true. So let's get into it. I wouldn't be surprised because I've heard some shady stuff about LVMH over the years, that they've sort of sabotaged some of their other competitors or did sort of hostile takeovers so that they could be, you know, this huge conglomerate that they are, that has all these other umbrella companies and then owns all these other brands. Because if you didn't know, Kendo, which is technically Rihanna's, I think, partner in the brand, who owns Sephora, is an umbrella brand under LVMH. The Kering group that owns like Balenciaga is under them. So, you know, and then they own liquor and all these other fashion houses and different brands and everything. So they are quite the big group, which was why Arnold is so freaking wealthy. So, Spirit, what can you tell us about LVMH and their involvement with possibly sabotaging other brands in order to keep Rihanna's Fenty brand at the top? Thank you. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Ariana's REM brand, since Forma and them have separated under that Morphe bankruptcy filing, which, if you guys didn't know, it came out that like Scooter Braun owns a big chunk of her company. So that will be interesting. And let me know, have you guys tried the Ariana Grande products, and what did you think? Have you tried Rare Beauty and Fenty? Which one is your favorite? I've heard really good things about Lady Gaga's brand, actually. I know like the first round of it, when it was kind of only available on Amazon, was like hit or miss with some of the products, but then they came back with more and reformulated stuff, and now they're in stores. And so I've heard good things about it. I heard her foundation is really good. I haven't tried it, but if you have, let us know in the comments, you know, because everybody's always looking for those holy grail products and nobody likes wasting their money. And to be honest with you, I don't trust any of the beauty reviews, because we've seen how much people will lie or put on false lashes and then say like, this is the best mascara ever. Yes, I'm talking to you, Michaela. I don't even have TikTok, but I watch The Viewer's Voice and Dustin Daily, so I saw all the drama that was around that. I always hear really good things about Selena Gomez's brands too, and I like that it's supposed to be easy to use, you know, to open things if you have mobility issues, which is nice. So first and foremost, Spirit just wants to denote that, you know, not that Rihanna is a perfect person. She is very messy in her own ways, but anything that has to do with LVMH possibly, you know, trying to mess with any other brand. She has nothing to do with. This is definitely one of those things that it's a, you know, at the very top and then making phone calls to different places. But I do get there being involvement on their behalf in making sure that there is issues, if that makes sense. It's everything from what Spirit's saying, you know, we go and make contracts with certain labs that are known for really good formulations for stuff just on purpose, so that way, you know, and they have to sign these exclusivity contracts so that way they can't manufacture Kylie Cosmetics or this or that other brands. So there's definitely interference that is taking place, and Spirit saying these other brands come in being like, oh, we'd like to, you know, work with you to formulate this new eyeshadow palette. And it's like, oh, well, we can't. We don't have the production available. We already have all these other brands that we're working with. We signed contracts with somebody else. So there is a lot of running into dead ends for some of them. Spirit is saying it hasn't really affected Selena Gomez, but it has affected other celebrity brands like Halsey's, Kylie Cosmetics for sure, Lady Gaga's. So, but the thing is, Lady Gaga also has like some pretty big people backing her. So she was able to still like work with some decent companies to, you know, make things happen. Just not, I'm at the top, and I have my pick of wherever. Because again, there's those contracts and whatnot that are in the way. So there is definite interference going on, but at the same time, Spirit's saying that there's going to be this kind of losing of the luster around this brand going forwards, and it is going to be a financial thing. You know, anytime that we're in a time where there's a recession or the economy isn't booming, one of the big things that people stop making extra purchases on is cosmetics, because it's an extra thing. It's not a need. And not that people don't stop, you know, wearing makeup, but are you going to just go out and just buy a bunch of lip gloss just because there was a new release? No, because people are going to be more concerned about trying to save money, trying to, you know, pay their bills that they already have that are more important, investing money into the right things. And so Spirit is saying, because Fenty does have such a high price point, we're going to see that, you know, people are not so quick to go jump on every new release. Also, I keep feeling that there is going to be an issue coming up too, where there's some sort of like packaging issue, and then also something about formulations not being as good. Like, we switched labs, and then all the packaging components that we had bought broke, or they break really easy. And then on top of it, you know, this one product that everybody used to love so much, now because it's being formulated somewhere else, people are saying like it doesn't blend right, or it's powdery, or it smells weird. And it was an attempt on their behalf to save money by switching to a different place where they're having these things taken care of. But it only ends up, you know, not working out very well. Also, I keep getting, I know she's filed trademarks to expand on the line into like hair products and other things like that. There's a delay around any of those things coming to fruition right now, because, you know, this Knight of Pentacles, it's more so talking about like money walking out the door, not making as much money as before, and kind of having to take a step back and realize like we need to focus on the core products and really see, is there really a market or a reason, or is it profitable for us to come out with shampoo, conditioner, wigs, you know, all these other things, especially when that corner of the market is already starting to sort of become a little saturated, because, you know, for a while there it was like every celebrity had a makeup line, and then it started turning into skincare and then now hair care. And even though Fenty has done a good job of sort of establishing itself almost as its own separate brand and not just Rihanna's brand, which is Kylie's downfall with her own cosmetics company, I do get, you know, that again, it's like, are people going to be really wanting to pay $20 for a bottle or more for a bottle of shampoo? Not exactly. And so them having to dial that back. So it won't go out of business, though. Don't get me wrong. It's just not going to have the stranglehold on the market, nor is it going to be the absolute gigantic money maker that it has been. But that's going to be this way for a lot of companies. I mean, if you guys basically want to know, like, you know, how that's all going to look at what happened after the housing market crash in 2008. You know, companies turned a profit, but not these humongous profits that they were. And, you know, some companies went out of business, but a lot of them held on, but they just weren't, you know, making billions upon billions in excess income each year. And so, you know, I feel like Fenty's established itself that it'll survive. It just won't be the #1 company for a while. And I feel like drugstore is going to kind of overtake a lot of these. Expect that we will see some other beauty brands go out of business, though, especially celebrity-backed ones. Actually, let's ask real quick about Ariana's. Can you tell me real quick what is going to go on with Ariana Grande's makeup company? Will it survive? Thank you. Her perfumes do so well, but I don't know a whole lot about her makeup line. I haven't purchased any of it because, to be honest with you, I'm just at the point in my life where I'm like, if I can't just go and grab it at Target while I'm already there getting laundry detergent and milk, you know, I'm kind of in my mom years. Like, I'm busy all the time with work and then trying to do mom stuff that it's like I don't have a bunch of time to spend at Sephora and Ulta. You know, very little like extra time that I have off to go look at all the new makeup that came out. And on top of it, you know, some of it did seem kind of like young for my liking. Like, I'm not going to wear purple eyeshadow and white eyeliner. I'm 40. You know, that's not my thing right now. So, I don't know. I've never been super into the crazy makeup looks and hair colors and all that stuff anyways. But who knows? Maybe when I hit my senior citizen years, I'm going to just be that funky old grandma that rocks the purple hair and the crazy eyeshadow and says, I don't give a hoot. Kind of always felt like I would. Like, oh, I'll let my quirky fly, or my quirky flag fly when I'm older. I mean, I know she has normal color stuff too. I'm just saying that's the stuff that always like kind of, you know, is the attention grabbers that I see on Instagram and whatnot when they're talking about the new releases, or you see the ads for it. Okay, it's going to be real up and down going forwards as far as REM Beauty is concerned. I do feel like there's like things that were already in production and manufacturing that obviously, you know, it's like we already had 20,000 eyeshadows in stock and then another 15,000 already ordered. So it's not like all of a sudden everything's just going to disappear from the stores. But I do get that there actually is going to be a tower card moment coming for the company where they are going to have to end things, at least temporarily. And they'll talk about it being, you know, it's like, I keep feeling like they're going to blame it on wanting to use different packaging, because I know it's probably already marketed as like a clean vegan brand, and I don't think that, you know, it's like, after the way that Kylie Cosmetics and KKW claimed that, oh, you know, we're reformulating because we want to be clean and vegan, even though it's like, you guys created your companies in the late 2010s. Clean and vegan beauty was already a thing. It's not like you guys started in 1882 when nobody knew better, and then, you know, over the years it was like time to get with the times. It was always an option to do that from the start, you know. It's like they just used that as their excuse, you know, to kind of cover up the whole, like, we have to get a different lab because we're not allowed to use the Seed Beauty one anymore since we sold out to Cody. So I don't feel Ariana's company, you know, using that excuse, but I do feel them being like, we want to make sure that, like, our packaging is completely environmentally friendly, because there's this Eight of Wands with a Devil card here talking about having to be creative and sort of lie a bit in order to cover why they're, you know, in the situation that they're in. And I do feel them trying to look to partner with somebody else in order to bring the brand back. They will end up coming back, but it'll end up doing okay. It's like, you know, there's a lot of work that's going to need to go into it for it to survive. But they'll do okay. But the thing is that Spirit's saying Scooter screwed up a lot of his business dealings on the back end with this. And that's the crazy thing, because Scooter's such like a shrewd business person usually. But they're saying, like, he didn't do enough research. He didn't have enough of the right people around him when he was setting this up. And there's better ways that he could have, like, made this deal happen and put things into place for this not to, you know, for Foreman, everything not going out of business or restructuring not to have, like, negatively affected them. But he was just trying to do the quick, fast, in a hurry, you know, type of situation with it. And now it's put them in this precarious situation where, you know, as I said, they're going to have to go away and then figure things out and come back. And they'll have even more people involved in it. And Spirit saying we might see less of Ariana involved in it going forwards too, because it's not her passion project. It's something that she was pushed to do because the opportunity was on the table. But she was never, like, super, like, I'm so overly, like, in love with this and involved in it. She's got all these other things that she's got going on between music and acting. And I do feel like she's, you know, after Wicked, I mean, I do feel like she's going to want to take some sort of a break. But Spirit's also saying it's going to reignite her love of performing, like, in Broadway and those types of things. And I see her wanting to push her career more in that direction. And it's like, I don't have time to star in every campaign for every product that you want to put out going forwards when I want to do these other things. So don't be surprised if we don't see, like, a ton of her in upcoming campaigns after this rebrand, reformulation, reworking of the company. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about everything, and what celebrity beauty brand do you think will surprise everybody and take off, and which one do you think is actually going to fail coming up? I love you all so much. Make sure you're subscribed. I did have videos come out every single day this week, and we're shooting for the same to happen next week. I am trying to upload more content, and I will see you guys live on Saturday evening on this channel, and I hope everybody has a good one. Bye.